Hello viewer and welcome to my job tour video. My name is Natalia and I will tell you about my internship at Extended Stay America. I work at Extended Stay in Red Bank, New Jersey. We are located just off the Garden State Parkway. This is a very relaxed and suburban extended stay hotel and is only 7 miles away from the open amphitheater at the PNC Bank Arts Center and is only 5 miles away from the lovely Long Branch Beach and around 10 miles away from the very popular beach town of Asbury Park. Red Bank is a center for the arts and entertainment with 2 professional theaters, a broad array of restaurants and eateries, and a wide variety of unique establishments ranging from giants like Tiffany & Company to trendy boutiques and galleries as well as financial firms. It's a unique combination of stunning Navesink River views from many different points of view. Red Bank is definitely a regional destination because of the many things that it offers, such as fairs and festivals, waterside parks, modern amenities, and boating and fishing. Red Bank is definitely an envy of many other towns. A little bit more about my hotel that I work at. There are 630 properties in the US and Canada with approximately 8,600 employees. The CEO of the company is Gerardo L. Lopez, the owner of the hotels. It is a paired share with real estate investment trust called ESH Hospitality Incorporation. Our mission statement. We provide people like you who are building a better future for themselves and their families with a place and a price to help them do that. We proudly serve all of our guests from families looking for an affordable overnight getaway to government or military personnel on relocation to business travelers who require temporary housing to travel coordinators who need multi-location extended stay hotels with direct billing capabilities. No matter why you travel, all Extended Stay America suites have all that you need to relax in comfort and convenience without costing a fortune for either long-term or short stay. So what is my job title? I work as a guest service representative at the front desk of the hotel. I also help out doing a little bit of laundry, which is considered housekeeping. My main job duties is greeting the guests, answering telephone calls, seeking in to make or cancel any hotel reservations, assigning different rooms, issuing keys, collecting guest payments and billing information, checking the guests in and out of the hotel, recording sheets, guest accounts, vouchers, and receipts, accommodating any sort of requests. I have to have knowledge of all hotel operations, communicating hotel service and activities, maintaining all inventory of the rooms, reservations, and vacancies. I have to make sure that all the guests are enjoying their stay at our hotel and will leave happy and satisfied. Moving on, I included pictures of the entrance part of the hotel as well as the front desk where everything and anything happens at the hotel. As soon as you walk into my hotel, you see a sofa and 2 lounge chairs with the welcome sign in the back, like in this picture over here. On the right of that, you will see a table and a mirror, like in this picture, which we convert this table into a huge table in the morning for breakfast hours. On the right over here, you see a picture of a doorbell. On the bottom of that, 2 doors of a house. Our hotel tends out to give a very homey-like feeling because many of the guests are staying for a very long time and tend to extend their stays. Over here, you have a picture of the side view of the front desk. Right next to that is a better picture of the front desk where I stand behind the computer. From the front desk, the main office is over here, which it is connected to the front desk. And over here is where the manager usually works. Starting off my shift. There are many important and crucial things that I have to do when I first start my shift. The first thing that I do when I start my shift is I always check in to this system right over here using my card. I have to check in and check out of this system every single day. If I don't check in, I will be marked absent for the day. The second thing that I usually do when I first start my shift is I have to count the money in the drawer right over here. There has to be $500 always amounting in the drawer. On the right of that, I printed out an example of where I would put the amount of money that is in the drawer. The 500 goes right over here. On the bottom of that, I have to sign it off with my name and the date. The third thing that I always have to do when I come in and start my shift is I go to the system and print out all of my emergency reports. On the right of that is an example of the emergency reports that I had for the day. This is where who is located in what room in case there's any emergencies. Another thing that I could do if I have enough time is I can make extra room keys for people coming in the hotel. This is our laundry room. I come in here to help out with washing and drying any of the housekeeping related materials. This helps out the housekeepers a lot because it moves everything quicker. Right over here, you see the yellow and red bins. The red is where everything dirty goes. Yellow is where all the clean stuff would go. Over here, you see is the washer machine, and over here is the dryer. Right over here is usually where we stack all the clean, like blankets or pillow covers. Over here is a little chart that you can go by colors of how everything could be aligned and made up in. Over here's the formula chart where it just says what you could wash in the washing machine and for how long. In our hotel, all of our guests can receive a kit. A kit is right over here. I made 2 kits. A kit would be anything that is related for the kitchen, which could be a toaster, pots, pans, plates, utensils, whatever the guests would want. They could come to us and we would have to make it for them. I would go over here to make the kit, which is also located in the laundry room. Another thing that is located in the laundry room would be different storages, like these pictures over here. By that, I can hand out whatever a guest would need, such as toothbrush, toothpaste, brushes, razors, etc. I could also go over here to the corner and give out any coffee or any little snacks. The system that my hotel uses is called Night Vision. Without this, you would not be able to work at the front desk. This is everything and anything that you basically need to start a shift at the front desk. This lets me see housekeeping statuses, rooms sold, guest search grids, any room types that are available. I could see who's checked in of the hotel, who's checked out of the hotel, any arrivals, departures. This is a very important system when I come in and start my shift. Over here, I included some pictures from the Night Vision system. On the top left corner, this is an example of who I see that is arriving to our hotel. On the right of that is the room types that are currently available for a specific day or week that a guest would be checking in for. On the right of that, this is an example of if I'm reserving a spot for somebody and I'm trying to print out the reg card, which is right over here. This is for when they arrive at the hotel, they have to sign their name and the date. On the right of that is an example of in the system, if someone would be paying with cash, any type of credit card, such as MasterCard, a Visa, I would just have to type it in over here with the amount that it states. On the right of that is the folio receipt over here, which I would tend to give the guests upon checkout. I wanted to include some visuals of what our hotel looks like inside. So over here you have the hallway. On the right of this, you would have the deluxe room with the king bed. This is called the deluxe suite. Over here is where the king bed is. And to that, over here, this is the same room, just connected. In the deluxe king room, you would get a sofa with 2 lounge chairs and a table. So this would sort of feel like a living room. Every one of our rooms has a kitchen, just like this one. Some could be bigger depending on what room you're getting with what kind of bed. Over here, you have a double with 2 king beds. A lot of people tend to get this with bigger families since there's more room inside. On the right of that is an example of 1 queen-sized bed. Lastly, thanks for watching my job tour video. Hope to see you soon at Extended Stay America.